There's a number shining through, a light to guide your way.
Thank you for joining us. My name is Darcy Lee. I'm the Executive Director of Samaritan South Coast and your host of the 988 CareCast. Today we're going to talk about something that touches nearly everyone, whether directly or indirectly. That's trauma. When people hear the word trauma, they often think of major disasters, war, or violence. But trauma can take many forms. It's not only about what happens to us, but also how our minds and bodies experience those events. It's the emotional wound that can change how we see ourselves and the world. So just what is trauma? Trauma is our body's response to something deeply distressing or disturbing, something that overwhelms our ability to cope. It might be a single event like an accident or loss, or ongoing stress like neglect, abuse, or chronic illness. Psychologists often categorize trauma into three types. First, acute trauma, resulting from a single event. Then there's chronic trauma, repeated or prolonged experiences. And finally, complex trauma, exposure to multiple traumatic events, often during childhood. No two people experience trauma the same way. What overwhelms one person might not affect another in the same way, and that's okay. Our experiences, history, and resilience all shape our responses. So how does trauma affect the brain and body? Well, when we experience trauma, our brains go into survival mode. The amygdala, or internal alarm system, goes on high alert. The body releases stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, preparing us to fight, flee, or freeze. For some, that response fades after the danger passes, but for others, the body stays stuck in the state of high alert. Sleep becomes difficult, concentration fades, emotions swing sharply, and relationships can suffer. Long-term trauma can also affect physical health, increasing risks for heart disease, autoimmune conditions, and chronic pain. It's a powerful reminder that mental and physical health are deeply connected. Healing from trauma doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means reclaiming your sense of safety and self. Therapies like EMDR, cognitive behavioral therapy, and trauma-informed care help people process memories safely. Grounding exercises, mindfulness, and movement, such as yoga or walking, can also help the body find calm again. But healing doesn't have to happen in isolation. Connection is a vital part of recovery. Having someone listen without judgment, whether a therapist, a trusted friend, or a trained listener at 988 can make all the difference. If trauma has left you feeling anxious, detached, or numb, you are not alone. The 988 Crisis Lifeline is here to listen 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When you call or text 988, you'll reach trained counselors, including those right here at Samaritan South Coast in Massachusetts, who understand trauma and the many ways it can affect people. You don't have to be in immediate crisis to reach out. Sometimes just saying, "I'm not okay right now," is the first step toward healing. Trauma may shape your story, but it doesn't define your future. With time, support, and compassion, healing is always possible. If today's episode resonated with you, remember, help is just 3 numbers away at 988. Thank you for listening to the 988 CareCast today. My name is Darcy Lee. I'm the Executive Director of Samaritan South Coast and your host of the 988 CareCast. Until next time, take good care of yourself and take good care of each other.
When the day feels heavy and the dark clouds start to play, and you're feeling so alone with nothing seeming okay, there's a number shining through, a light to guide your way. Call 988, let hope brighten your day. You might be down, feeling lost or unsure, but a friendly voice is waiting, steady and secure. Resources and a listening ear, a hand to pull you near. It's support that's all clouds won't fade, and hope feels hard to find, our team will help you find the strength and a clear road to unwind. From a little tap to planning next steps, with warmth that feels so kind. Let 988 remind you, you're precious in heart and mind. When doubts arise and tears may fall, a caring friend is waiting to catch them all. With every call or text, there's support for you at least, a promise of safety and of peace. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat and feel the hope you know. Anonymous or by name, the care is always there. 24/7 support, a love that shows it cares. 988's here to lift the pain. In that quiet moment when life seems too hard to bear, remember there's a lifeline, a friend waiting somewhere. Let your voice be heard, let your heart find the way. There's comfort in connecting, let tomorrow greet a brighter day. If your world feels like a whisper and you're lost in the cry, a caring team is standing by, just a call to testify that every moment matters, every tear will soon run dry. With 988, we're together, reach out and fly. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, let the caring tone be known. Names or numbers, it's your choice, all the same. 24 hours round, always here to ease your pain. 988, turning night into brand new means drum. 3 numbers to call and round is to stay. Remember, you're the one your heart is stay. With hope, help, and heart just to call away. 988 for